Have you or someone you love spent way too much money on a website only to get mediocre results? Here at the law offices of WordPress and Squarespace, we specialize in justice for the injured business owner. Our experienced attorneys will hunt that web designer down and give them a piece of our mind, because that's just about all we can do. Sorry. But I promise, we yell really loud.
So I'm going to say something you're probably not expecting. Hiring a web designer is a waste of money. And I'm a web designer. Hey, it's RKA, and this is another episode of Awkward Marketing. Because marketing your small business can be awkward and sometimes awful. I help you to make it awesome. I've seen so many amazing small business owners drain their savings to hire fancy web designers, graphic designers, brand designers, only to get no results. But here's the thing. That's not actually the web designer's fault. Because you can have the most beautiful website in the whole wide world, but that on its own is not going to make you any money. I've said it before, I'll say it again. A website is not a boomerang investment. You don't just throw that money out there and have it come right back and whack you in the face. This has never been more true than today. There's over 1 billion websites on the internet. There's something like 200,000 websites launching every day. I wrote a blog about this a couple years ago called "If You Build It, They Won't Come." In fact, if you build it, they won't even know it exists. So this brings me back to my original point. Hiring a web designer is a waste of money. Now, I'm not saying you don't need a website, and I'm not saying you don't need to hire someone who has the skills to build you a website. But you don't need someone who only understands the mechanics of how to build a beautiful website or even a functional website. You need someone who understands how that website plugs into the rest of your marketing and business strategy. It's not like your website is over here and your marketing strategy and your business plan are over here and they're just kind of doing their thing on their own. And this is why you don't want to hire a web designer. You want a triple threat. 1 part web design, 1 part marketing, 1 part business strategy. Brings me back to my musical theater days when it was all about someone who could sing, dance, and act. These are the people who win Tonys, and this is why I'm not on Broadway. I can't dance. In the digital space, those triple threats are the ones getting businesses results. They're the ones that are setting up their clients for success. But how do you know if the person you're hiring is a triple threat? Well, I've got 3 things I want you to pay attention to when you're hiring someone to build a website that will build your business. Number 1, pay attention to their process. Is there room in the process for them to get to know you, your business plan, your marketing strategy, and where your website fits into all of that? Or is it just design, design, design? Because that's a bad sign. The right fit for you will have strategy baked into their process, and it won't just be an afterthought, like a questionnaire they send you quickly at the beginning. No, it will be an integral part of how they create a plan for your digital space that'll take your business to the next level. Number 2, pay attention to the questions they're asking you about your business. If on that sales call, they're just fixated on colors and fonts and what you want your design to look like and not where your business is headed next, that's a sign for you to run in the opposite direction. Number 3, pay attention to their client testimonials. If their case studies and success stories are only focused on the look and feel and not on the results that were delivered, this is a hint that this person is not a triple threat. Whereas if the client testimonials focus on the business and the marketing results as well as the beautiful designs they created, this is a good sign. And that's it. What can I tell you? Hiring a web designer, it's a waste of money. You deserve a triple threat. Web design, marketing, business strategy, boom, all in one. And guess what? They exist. In fact, look no further. Well, as I always say, you can't spell awkward without RK, so I'll just leave it at that. Till next time. #awkward marketing.